Welcome to the demo of Accenture CVC Intelligence Platform. This is an agent-powered platform that helps CVC teams globally to do their research about a company or a bunch of companies, evaluate them, push them into projects where they can track their discussions with startups and their engagement with the startups. Also comes with an agent hub where you can activate additional autonomous agents like newsletter agent and reporting agent. You can also find connections with customers or with startups to understand who could introduce, and also a knowledge hub where you can add your additional knowledge base, your internal knowledge base as well to improve the overall um, knowledge graph that the platform holds. So let's look at some of the examples. So you can actually ask any open-ended question that today you may ask ChatGPT when it comes to analyzing an organization. So what we've done here is you can ask the same, but these are now supported by the core principles that Accenture CVC team has when it comes to evaluating companies. And you can also add your additional guidelines and rules, and the agent will search with that parameter. But the backbone of this platform is the data, and this is how we collect data. There is a master list that is built out by extracting lists from various sources like Gartner, Traction, Signal, scraping all the top VC firms' portfolio companies from their websites, Arc Ventures report, Gartner Insights, G2 Crowd, Accenture Research as well, then PitchBook and Apollo and so on, Crunchbase, etc. So there is a massive set of list of startups that are extracted from these resources and they write into a central master list. There are also live internet search agents that continuously search via search APIs like Perplexity and Google and Exa to add to the master list. The master list maintains a deduplicated final list of organizations, startups primarily somewhere from pre-seed all the way to Series D. And in addition to that, the CVC can bring their own database. You can also add custom lists that you may come across, or you can also add data from other CVCs. Once the master list is built out, then the company deep research agent, which is a multi-agent system, picks each and every line item, which is every startup, and starts enriching the data on a knowledge graph. And it searches or it does its research across these various channels. It looks for press releases from the startup, newsletters, LinkedIn posts from the startup, and not only startup but also the founding team, the senior team. What do they post on LinkedIn? It scrapes the websites. Also use search APIs again like Perplexity and Exa to search on additional research criteria, then founder interviews and Google News. And this is expandable, by the way. Both the sources and then the knowledge source for deep research are expandable additionally. And all of this enriches a knowledge graph, which is then used by the engine, as you see here, for you to ask any questions. Now, you can also, some of the analysts might have existing data, so you can just add your existing data and then type your query. So what happens now, the answer comes in, but also it takes your document that you've uploaded into picture, helping you to get even more, I would say, customized research data. So this is how the open-ended search works. You can also look into companies list, more of a pitch book style, just to kind of, this is a habit that we all have generated anyway. So more of a pitch book style where you can see the list of companies. You can also evaluate them by adding a company name or just selecting a company from the pitch book list, from the list that you saw. And this is how the evaluation looks like, where so Flume Health is a startup, And there are three point of views: an Accenture point of view, a Sequoia point of view, and an A16Z point of view. This is what we've started with, but the best part is you can add your own point of views as well by bringing in your conditions and I would say evaluation criteria. So, how do you do that? This whole platform that you see here, Accenture CVC Intelligence Platform, are powered by agents, like I mentioned earlier. And these agents run on Lyzr Agent Studio. This is the underlying platform. Lyzr Agent Studio, think of it as like AWS for AI agents. It's an infrastructure platform where you can build an agent. So, this is the Accenture evaluation agent. You just have to give the role and goal and instructions, select the provider. You can choose any of the providers that you would want and give some example tests. That's it. You can test the agent right here to see how uh, the evaluation criteria works. If you need to make some tweaks, go back to the instructions and just tweak it. So this is how you can add your own criteria. If your criteria is very big, you can invoke a knowledge base and add a knowledge base so that instead of pushing everything into this context window, you can actually have knowledge base where the data could be retrieved. You can also add CSV files or Excel sheets by enabling data query and adding a semantic data model. And another key aspect is hallucinations. You don't want hallucinations to happen. So you can enable the modules that we provide on the hallucination manager side to further ensure that the results are in line. So this is the backend that runs. Moving on, so you can add your own organization guidelines to build your own analysis. Then let's look into Agent Hub. We'll go to projects finally. So there are several agents, and you can add more agents as well to the Agent Hub, allowing your team to just launch agents like a reporting agent. Please remember, all these are built in the studio, which is the back end. So your front end application, you can design the way you can design. So you can add more agents here. So not all your users will have to go to the back end. You can also find connections like between, say, your profile, your LinkedIn profile as a user, and then the startup. You can see who are the direct connects, who are the second degree connects, etc., who can introduce, and Knowledge Hub. So the Accenture CVC Intelligence Platform comes with a very detailed Knowledge Hub, as you saw, because we continue to scrape and collect and build a much richer knowledge graph. But you also have an option to bring your own organization knowledge graph as well into picture. So Lyzr natively supports knowledge graph. If you see here, data connectors, we have now Neo4j, which is the graph database. So knowledge graph is supported on Lyzr, so you can obviously bring in your own knowledge graph. And as an individual, the analyst can also add their personal research data as well. So the knowledge graph is expandable beyond what the organization, beyond what Accenture CVC provides. You can add your organization knowledge and also your individual team's knowledge as well. And let's now finally go to the project side of things. So how it happens? You can start a scouting. Okay, I'm looking for AML companies, cybersecurity companies, seed and series A. And once you've done that initial scouting, you get a list of startups, recommended startups. And when you select a particular startup, and if you are interested, you can push them into projects. You can cluster these projects, like say health tech evaluation as a cluster, and where you can see a Kanban board. Okay, this is scouted, the demo schedule here. These you're in POC stage, you are in partnership stage, and you dropped a few engagement. You can just track the whole projects, and you can track the engagement as well. So this is how the projects module work on the Accenture CVC Intelligence Platform. And the best part is the whole platform can run locally in customers' own cloud, be it AWS or Azure or Google or even on-prem. So the data remains with you, and you also get an API access. So all the agents that you see here, the entire platform actually is accessible via API. So it ensures seamless integration with your existing systems internally. So that's how the Accenture CVC platform works, and this is a continuously evolving platform. We're adding more features as we speak, but this would give you a good idea of how you can adopt the platform, make it your own by adding your own knowledge base, and also adding your own evaluation criteria, and then continue to adopt the platform as your central operating system for your CVC unit.